Um, okay, so let's see. I wanted to remind you and anybody else who listens to the recording that Shay is going to be on our call next week. And it's just an open Q&A. And I wanted to give her a few questions ahead of time. So if you have some questions, certainly put them in the team group so that I can pass those on to her, because I really would like for her to have just, a couple things. But then it's just going to be an open Q&A. So that'll be good. So bring your questions for sure. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about was kind of, I've got notes because I don't want to get off track, but it was about sort of using your fitness journey as a metaphor for your business, okay? So, you've got your workout plan and you've got your eating plan and everything's going great. You've got your business. So think about I'm just going to talk about the workout first and the eating plan and sort of your fitness journey. And I want you to sort of think about how that can relate to your business, because it's all related. So, Mason, poking his butt. Oh, sorry, that's on the recording. But anyway, so when you've got a workout, you've got an eating plan going, everything's going fine, but then it gets hard. And so what do? Do you keep going, or do you just go, I'm not going to do that anymore? What do you do? Do you keep going? Oops, you're muted. You can talk.
Sorry, my son walked in. That's why I'm muted.
That's okay. But do you keep going or do you quit?
I'm sorry. Say it again, only because he walked in.
That's okay. When you got your workout plan, you've got your eating plan, and then things get hard with your eating plan or your workout plan, whether it's you're going out of town or you're just having busy times in your life. Do you quit?
It depends.
Do you keep going? Do you have goals for your fitness and your eating and your weight loss plan?
Yeah, when I have a goal, I'll keep going. If I don't have a goal, if I haven't set myself a goal, yeah. Like, I don't have to do this.
So see, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is exactly it. This is how, so think about that. So think about, like, you have a goal in your fitness and your nutrition thing, and that's what keeps you going. Well, guess what? The same thing happens in your business. So if you don't have a goal and a vision, you're not going to want to keep going. So when things get hard, you're going to want to quit. So you really have to think about everything. And I know, everybody joins this business in the beginning because of the fitness and the nutrition, or one part of it. That's why we all joined Beachbody to begin with. We either joined a challenge group or, whatever it was, but we joined it to reach a goal, whether that's weight loss, fitness, improving your health, and all that. And that was your goal. And so you constantly have that goal. You constantly have something to reach toward. And then you become a business person and, you start to think, how can I translate the goal setting that I've done with my fitness and nutrition to my business? So that's kind of what I'm talking about here. But I love that you said that, because that's exactly what my point is that, you can't keep going. When things get hard, you're going to want to quit if you don't have a goal and you don't have a vision and you don't have something to work towards. So when you're going along in your fitness journey and in your business, you got to do the best you can all the time, right? Just whatever you've got. I've got a cold. I don't feel very good, honestly. But this morning I woke up and I knew that I had to do 22-minute hardcore resistance 3, which makes me want to barf every time I do it. And I did not feel good this morning. And hey, she can't hear. There she is.
Hi.
I'm just kind of getting started on the talking part, so okay, jump in when you're ready. But anyway, so I just didn't feel that good, but I was like, I don't feel that bad either. I'm not running a fever, so I need to get up and do it. Which same kind of thing though with your business. Like, maybe you're not feeling so great. Maybe you're just kind of annoyed. Maybe whatever. You have to do your best every single day. You just do, with your fitness, with your business. So you think about that too. Think about, when things aren't just right, you still got to keep going towards that goal. You still have to keep going towards that goal, but you have to have a goal to get to in order to want to keep going. That's super important. So what if, okay, so for example, today I go and and I'm not feeling so hot. And actually this workout, every single time I do it, in the first like 7 minutes, I want to throw up every time I do it. And so I like that feeling. Sometimes I don't like it when I'm not feeling very well, but sometimes I enjoy that because I'm like, oh, sweet, I'm getting a good workout. This isn't that kind of throw up. This is the kind of like, oh, it's too hard and it's gonna make me throw up, that kind of thing. I don't love that resistance 3. I don't love it. I don't. But I show up anyway, okay? I don't honestly love sending private messages all the time to people to remind them that we have a group and I'd love to have you be a part, blah, blah, blah. I don't always love it, but you know what? I show up. I show up because it's important and it reaches me towards my goal. Same thing with the fitness, same thing with the workout that I'm doing. You know, not every single workout is my favorite, but I keep showing up and I keep going through it. And I think that's really, really important for both your fitness journey and your business journey. So you guys both, Stacy, you're just starting to build your team of people. This is just another concept here. But you're also building awareness. You're building a following. You're building trust with people. Heather's got a little team going with people. And you're working on that as a team leader. Like, you're a leader now, okay? So you have a business and you have people that look up to you. You have to lead from the front, okay? And you can start to think about that from the fitness point of view. If you're showing up for your workouts and you're showing people that you're showing up for your workouts, you're leading from the front, okay? And that goes all across the board for your business too. So when you're showing up to these calls, when you're listening to the Monday messages, that's my work. It's my day job. The Monday wake up call, when you are showing up for your team, when you're commenting on things in the group, when you do these things for your business, when you comment on other people's stuff on Facebook, when you send them messages, you're showing up. That's what you're doing. And you're leading from the front. So that's super important. And it's really important to do starting at the very beginning of your business, just like it's important to do from the very beginning of your fitness program. You want to show up. You want to be there. You want to do it right. And you want to do your best. And so that's another sort of parallel between your fitness program and your business. And I honestly don't think, when I was thinking about all this stuff, I was thinking, I don't really think that there's one concept about your fitness journey that doesn't relate to your business journey. So when you start to struggle with either of them, start to think of the other one. If you start to struggle with your fitness journey, think of what you're doing in your business. Are you pushing ahead? Are you moving towards your goal? And if you are, remember that you can do that in your fitness journey. And if you're struggling with your business, think about what's going on in your fitness journey. Are you pushing forward? Are you reaching your goal? Do your clothes fit better? Things are happening. And so if you can do it there, why can't you do it in your business? So that's the thing too. The accountability in your fitness is super important. It's really a lot of, I think, especially in the beginning, of what keeps you going early on, because you have somebody or a group of people that you can talk to. Hold on.
Can I just take the camera where you can still talk about?
Yeah, that's fine. So accountability. So Stacy, do you have a accountability group yet, or a challenge group going? Okay, not yet. Okay, and I know Heather does. You're accountable to those people, but I think more importantly, in terms of your business journey, so you're accountable to people in your fitness journey, but as a coach, you start to become like, Stacy, you're still a challenger in a challenge group. You don't have a challenge group yet, which is fine, and you don't have to till you're ready. But you're accountable to yourself all the time. You're accountable to yourself in your fitness journey, and what you're eating, and what your Shakeology. That's all your deal. You're accountable to yourself. And especially as you become more involved in these accountability groups, and you're the leader of these accountability groups, I'm not really accountable to the people in my group. I'm really accountable to me. And that's how my business goes too. So if I know for a fact, like it's December 1st, and I'm thinking, okay, I got to get the ball rolling for Success Club. And yes, absolutely for December, but I have to start thinking about January too. And so who else is going to tell me, hey, Kim, you got to message some people. You got to start talking to more people. What are you doing? Who's going to tell me that? Nobody. Nobody's going to come up and tell you. I mean, unless you tell somebody you're struggling, and then like Heather's told me that in the past, it's been a while, but she said, not anybody to talk to. And I'm not going to go and seek her out and send her a message and go, do you have anybody to talk to? What's going on? I'm not going to do that. When somebody comes to me and says they need accountability, I'm happy to provide it. But by and large, you're accountable to yourself in both your business and in your fitness journey. And that's something that is really important. You have to be there for yourself. And you, like Stacy, you like to tick off boxes. I do too. So that's a good thing, because it keeps you kind of in check, like, okay, well, I've done my workout. I've eaten okay today. I've drank my Shakeology, and I've messaged my 5 people, and so on and so forth. You like to check off those boxes. It feels really good. And that's another part that is almost identical in your business and your fitness journey. Have you guys done a workout from start to finish?
Yes.
Yeah, I know both. I know Heather's done a bunch of them. And you have too, Stacy. So that's really important. Your fitness journey, just like your business.
These go in the dishwasher.
They do not. They have to be hand washed with soap and water.
Okay.
Your business journey, your fitness journey doesn't really have a finish line. It just doesn't. I mean, it never does. Your fitness, your fitness journey is always ongoing, because it's either, even after you reach a goal weight, you're still working on your health, and you still want to be healthy, and you still want to maintain your results, that so on and so forth. It never really stops. You don't get to your goal weight and then just quit. Okay. Just like you don't work your business and get to Emerald and say, I'm done. I'm going to hang back. You don't get to Diamond and say, I'm kind of done now. You don't finish 22-minute hardcore and go, and I'm just going to skate along right now. I'm just going to not do anything else right now. No, you don't do that, because you'll lose your results. And it's the same thing in your business. If you do that, if you decide whatever is your goal, so like I know Stacy, your goal is Emerald, Heather's goal is Diamond. When you hit that, if you stop, just like in your fitness, you're going to lose your results. And it does not take very long. And I know, like, even when, you take 2 weeks off of work, 2 weeks off of Beachbody work, whatever you're doing, whatever you do, and you take 2 weeks off, you come back and goodness, all done. You're good? I'm good. You hit the ground running, and you're trying to catch up, and you're trying to gain that momentum again. It's very hard. Same thing in your fitness journey. Let's say you decide, I finished quarter force. I'm going to take 2 weeks off exercise. Let me tell you, when you get back to exercising again, to gain that momentum again is so much harder than if you took a day off or 2 days off. It's the same thing in your business. It's no different. You cannot get to that goal and then just quit and just skate, because it doesn't work. And I know a couple people who have done that with their business and then want to pick it back up 6-7 months later, and it's like starting from scratch. Not only do you lose your rank, you lose your income, and you lose your momentum, and it really is like starting all over again, and that's tough to do. So just like with your fitness journey, with your business as well, you have to keep showing up. You have to keep coming. You have to start, and you have to finish, and you have to start again and finish again and start again and finish again, over and over and over again. And that's kind of like what I'm doing. I wanted to reach Emerald in 30 days when I became a coach. So that was my start. And then my finish was I reached Emerald. Okay, well, what's going to happen when I do that? Well, then I want to hit Diamond in 90 days. The start was at Emerald. The end was at Diamond. what happens when I hit diamond? What's going to happen now? Well, actually, what I wanted to do was just build my diamond up so strong that I wouldn't have to worry about losing it. And
Did you do that in 90 days?
Did I hit diamond in 90 days? I did. So from the start, day one of my business, I hit diamond. It was 82 days that I'm
impressed
that I hit diamond. Well, I mean, it was one of those things where you just go, I got to do this. I want to do this. I want to be a diamond. I want to have that prestige that comes with being a diamond, and so I wanted to do that. But I knew once I hit diamond, my next job was to make my diamond strong. And then when I felt strong in my diamond, there was the finish. Got to start again. What was the start? The start was trying to get to 1 star. And I go through a phase where I am this close to 1 star all the time in different places. So I have 3 different places in my business where I'm close to 1 star. And I'm always this close, just this close. So I have not,
sorry.
It's not you, it's me. It's Frank's Business Center. That's not you. It's
I
me.
know, but I would like to be that so you could be 1 star easily.
Okay, I'll take that. But it's Frank's Business Center. So there's 3 different places where his business center, I mean, like there was one point where he was a ruby and he was one active coach away from being diamond. And then one of the emeralds dropped. Like, oh, it's always something. But I'm still trying to get there. So what's going to happen when I finish, when I get to 1 star? I am going to continue to lead my team to build their diamonds and their coaches and so on and so forth. So it just continues. It's a start and a finish, a start and a finish, a start and a finish, just like your workout program. So like I always, with my workout program, want to know what I'm doing for 3 workouts, what I'm doing and what are the next 2, always. So right now I've got 5 more weeks of 22-minute hardcore. I'm going to do core to force, and then I'm going to do 21-day fix extreme. And I always know that. That's the same thing in my business. I have 3 big goals that I always have going on. I'll tell you guys what they are. I want to hit 1 star. I want to hit 2 star, and I want to hit 3 star. So there you go. Those are the 3 big goals. Okay. That I want our team to be a 3-star team. I want our team to be a 5-star team by Summit, but that's a scary goal. It freaks me out. But our team will have so many more perks if we're a 5-star team. So for us, I want us to be that. But those are my 3 big goals, and I always have those going. It's the same in my fitness program. I always have 3 big goals for that. So there's that. So do what you say you're doing. All right. This is something she said on the call on Monday, and I loved it because it really made sense, and it really made sense from both perspectives. The whole time she was talking about the fitness stuff, I was thinking, oh my gosh, this totally relates to the business. Why isn't she relating it to the business? Which is how I came up with this idea to talk about this. But do what you say you are doing in your business and in your fitness. If you say you're doing 21-day fix, well, darn it, do it and put it out there and let people know that that's what you're doing. Because it's important for people to know what you're doing. That's how you build trust. And it's the same way in your business. If you say, I'm going for Success Club 10 this month, do the actions that get you there and share with your team. This is how I'm getting there. I hope you guys feel like I do that, because I try to tell you guys what I'm doing to reach those goals. Because I think that it's important for me to say, I'm going for Success Club 10, and here's how I'm going to get there. And then I do those things. I say I'm going to do it, and then I do it. And I think that's really, really important on both sides, for your team, but also for the people who are following you, and the people who, good night, sit tight, and the people who are learning to trust you. And those are just your Facebook friends and coworkers or whoever. I already talked about keep moving forward after a goal is reached. And I'll just reiterate that, because a lot of people, and you can ask anybody at corporate about this, a lot of people, when they hit diamond, coast. And they're coasting along, and then they find out they're stopping. So you can't do that. Hit a goal, keep going. Stacy, when you hit emerald, immediately the next day, let's go to diamond. Immediately, it doesn't stop. let's see, and then when you fall off business or fitness. Yeah. So in either case, your business or your fitness, you are going to fall off the wagon, whether it's with your eating, whether it's with your exercise, and in your business, whether it's with your messaging, whether it's with your following up, whatever it is, you're going to, or you drop rank or whatever, you're going to fall off. So who cares? Get up, dust yourself off, keep going. Don't wallow in it. Don't be sad about it. Just fix it. And I know that's a hard thing. That's an easy thing to say and maybe a harder thing to do, but it's really not. You just have to have the vision and that reminder of your goal and your vision that will keep you going past those times that it just stops in front of your face. It puts a wall up and you're like, oh no, what am I supposed to do? You're supposed to keep going. It's like falling over, but you're going to get up, you're going to dust yourself off, and you're going to keep going. And the other thing that you're going to do is once you get to a point where you're having success, like maybe you hit a wall and then you're like, okay, and the wall's gone. When that happens, you're going to tell people about it. You're going to tell people, I fell off the eating wagon really bad. And here's what happened. I gained some weight. I started feeling like crap, blah, 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 blah. Here's what I did to fix it. And you're going to talk about it and you're going to share that with people. And it's going to not only help you grow, but it's going to help other people grow too. And they're going to see it and they're going to go, oh, she's a Beachbody coach, but she doesn't do it right all the time. That's pretty cool. Because we don't. We screw up all the time. And in your business and in your fitness and in your nutrition, you mess up all the time, and that's okay. It's totally fine. We do not have to be perfect. And I think when you realize that it's okay to make mistakes and it's okay to jack stuff up every once in a while, that's when you kind of give yourself the permission to do that and to fix it. It's when you get into a perfectionism mode that when you do fail, it's really hard to pick yourself back up. So it's really important to remember that you're going to make mistakes. You're going to fall off of all of these different things, but the important part is what you do with it and how you recover from it. That's what's important. And the last thing I wanted to say, and this is something that I guess Shalene talks about all the time, and Becky mentioned it on the call the other day. She talks about being a lifer. You've heard that term, right? Being a lifer. Yeah. Yeah. So, the point of that is that there's no end date to any of this. You're just a lifer. This is what you do. This is your life. You continue to do your fitness. You continue to eat great. You drink your Shakeology. You show up for your business. You keep building your business brick by brick. You're a lifer. It's just what you keep doing. You keep, brick by brick, you keep building it and building it and building it every day, and you don't stop. And when you do stop, when some of those bricks fall off, you get up, you dust yourself off, and you put them back on because you're a lifer, because that's what you do. And the more you do it and the more consistent you stay with it, the more likely you are to keep going when things get tough. And I think it's really interesting because I keep talking about how November and December are so tough. They're horrible months, blah, blah, blah. Our team has not done poorly in November at all. I think our team did really well in November. And there's a couple of really big things that happened in November for our people on our team. People that hit Success Club for the first time, rank advancements, big things that happened in a month that's typically pretty bad. So I'd say that you guys as a team, our team has really just dug in and said, no, I'm not going to let November, the historical November slump, be me. I'm just going to keep pushing forward and doing my thing. And that's kind of how it works. Like, you just keep pushing forward and doing your thing. And it does work. And I think we're all figuring that out too. And I think that we're just going to have a great December, and then January is going to just be out of control, which is awesome. So that's really all I wanted to talk about. And I just felt like it was a really good parallel that you can relate back and forth. When you're having trouble in either one, you can kind of go back and say, okay, well, what's working for me here? well, let me put that to work here and then get everything kind of back even. And when it does this, you'd kind of do the same thing again. So that's all. Do y'all have questions, comments, problems, unrelated stuff? Nothing?
I'm looking because I had some and I'm like, I'm writing these questions down
Oh, good.
because I always forget.
I know, right? And then we have like 2 minutes left. Wait, I had a question.
Oh, okay. And this is going back to, I know, because the Coach Basics group, we're doing the free group right now. My question is, how often should you do free groups?
That's a good question. Hold on 2 seconds. I'm just going to yell something at my child. Molly, can you have Daddy do the Vicks? Thank you. How often as much as you want. The concept is that you always want to have something to invite people to, whether it's a challenge group or a free group or coach sneak peek or something. So generally, I think people who are starting to build their business and wanting to find more people to talk to will do more than one a month. And I think we've done that in the past, Heather, where we've done 2 groups a month. I think one time even we did 3 groups one month. We did like 2 clean eatings and a fitness, something or other. I don't remember. But we've done a lot before. Were you able to add a lot of people to that group, Stacy?
I don't remember how many, but yeah, I was able to add quite a few, but none of them are engaging.
That's okay. They typically don't. So they typically don't. Heather's going, normal. You kind of have 2, Molly? You kind of have 2 different types of people who join free groups. I'm sure Heather can attest to this too. You have the people who join the free groups because it's free, and they are not your customers. They are just the people who are enriching their lives. And then there's the very few people, to be honest with you, who join free groups, and they're few and far between, that end up becoming customers because they love what's going on. They love what's happening. They're enjoying what you're doing for people and what you're, how you're adding value to their life. And so definitely have more of the free group type people that join it because it's free. And they're pretty quiet in the free group. It's the people who actually ask questions that end up being your customers, I think, but they just aren't that many. So that's not uncommon. And the more free groups that you run, the more engagement you're going to get. And you'll find that you have frequent visitors to your free groups. It'll be like, you'll always have like the same 15 people, and then new people join, and then like we did this group in, I don't remember, it was a couple months ago, September, October, we did this. It was crazy. And we've done a lot of free groups together as a team, but we did that crock pot one.
That was crazy.
115 people in that group. And I think I will tell you that I did not get one challenge pack out of that.
Wow.
But got a lot of people talking that I'm still talking to.
I just got one this week. I'm closing it tomorrow, hopefully, from that group.
From the Crock-Pot group?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, though. It may take a couple months, and especially if it's their first exposure to you. Yeah. If it's the very first time that they've met you, you still got to build that trust. So that's awesome, though. Yay, December. Well, I shouldn't say. I think I did get one, but it was like 6-8 weeks later. So the more that you expose the same people to the free groups, the more likely they are to actually join you in something that's more consistent. But that's totally up to you. If you have good content, I think it's fine to run 2 a month and you have time to do it. We're going to do another one. Heather, Kimberly, and I are going to do one that starts Tuesday, and you're welcome to add people to it. It's, what's it called? What do we call it?
I'm looking at the invite right now.
What's it called?
Mocktails, cocktails, and treats. Oh my.
That's it. mocktails, cocktails, and treats. So it's like all stuff about, Christmas parties and that kind of thing. So we'll add you to it, and then you can add people to it. And then, when you're doing other people's groups, when you're when you're just adding people and not necessarily doing content yourself, you can make sure that when your people do comment, that you're the one who follows up with them.
Okay.
Don't you think that matters, Heather?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. What else?
And then this one's going along with the challenge groups. How long should you typically do a challenge group for?
So, when I first started challenge groups, because I was only doing 90-day programs, I tried to do 90-day challenge groups. Flippin' nightmare.
Yeah.
Flippin' nightmare. Okay. So then I backed off and did 60 days. Still nightmare. So then I sort of started talking to other coaches, and the general consensus is 30 days. And what I'm doing now, actually, because of a call that we had in the Diamonds group, we had this call with Jamie and Kim Fitzpatrick. Have you heard of them?
Mm-mm, no.
You should look them up. They're pretty fabulous. They're a couple. He, I think right now is number 7 in the company. Jamie Fitzpatrick is, and then his wife, Kim. They're just adorable, but they're super, super smart. They're from Canada, and they're great, but they do thrive, I guess would be the best word to say it, on their challenge groups. Like that's their bread and butter and what they enjoy doing. And so they did this, we had this call with them, and they shared their content from their group, and we talked about time, and they kind of over time decided that 21 days is actually the best amount of time, because here's why. So I've done it now once. I just did a 21-day group, and then I'm just starting my second one. You get better engagement on shorter periods of time. And everybody does it differently. Like Shay will do challenge groups for 21 days. And this is what I'm doing. 7 days of pre-game and 21 days. So it ends up being 28 days, really. And Shay this is the way Shay does it. And some other coaches do it this way too, where they start a group. And then at the end of that 28 days, the group goes away, gone. I don't do it that way, because I just haven't, and that's not what I want to do. So what I do is I have an ongoing, you see how big my group is, I just cut it down a lot. I just kicked a whole bunch of people out that weren't participating and haven't said anything. So I was like, you're out of here. So I keep my group static. I don't change the page. I don't kick everybody out and start a fresh one. I've had it for 2.5 years, and I just leave it. And then I say at the end of the 28 days, who wants to stay in? And then the people that say yes, they stay in. The people who say nothing, I kick them out. And then I wait like 7 or 8 days, and then I start a new group.
Okay.
And I found that the people, and I've been doing 30-day groups, but they're really 37 days because they have that 7 pre-day. And towards the end, they peter out. And those 21 days with the 7 days at the beginning and the 21 days, the posters stay pretty consistent. So I think it actually works. So I would say 28 to 30 days.
Okay.
Yeah. And aren't you in my challenge group? You are, aren't you?
I don't think so.
Ooh, shoot. Okay. I will add you in there tonight. And you're more than welcome to copy my content. Like if you just, I don't care. Just cut and paste it into your own Excel spreadsheet, or as long as you want to. And you can stay in there as long as you, the one group of people that I don't take out of there are the coaches. So I won't, if you don't respond and say, I want to stay in, you still stay in, unless you quit coaching, in which case you could kick you out. But so that's how I do that.
Okay.
Anything else? That's a good question.
No.
No? Heather, you're
That's it for now.
good? Okay. You're good?
Mhm.
Yeah? Okay. Okie dokie. I'm gonna go actually work on some of the content for our little free group, and then yeah. And so we'll start putting it in there, and then we'll make sure when we form the group that we'll add you, Stacy, and you can absolutely advertise for it and add people to it.
Okay.
And then double reminder, Shay, next week on Thursday. So would love it if there were questions ahead of time that you could put in the group if you think of something. And then bring your questions afterwards as well. Yeah. When's your surgery?
The 15th.
Okay. 2 weeks from today. Yoo-hoo!
So I might be on some drugs when I talk to you guys that night, but I plan on being there.
That's okay. That would be funny. All right.
Maybe we do not record that one.
Oh no, I'm recording it. It's going on YouTube. And
And
instead of titling it Rock On Team Call, I'll title it Heather on Drugs.
Rock on Ambien.
That's right. Sweet.
Are we trying to have an ad by tomorrow for the mocktails group?
That's not a bad idea. I was thinking about putting it up there tomorrow, and Monday is when I was going to do it again, or Sunday night. But we would need probably a group set up too.
Okay, I can do that.
You want to set the group up?
Yeah, that's fine.
That would be awesome. So when you set it up, put me, you, Kimberly, Stacy, and put us as admins.
Okay.
And then that'd be perfect. And then let's do an ad for it. Let's advertise for it tomorrow.
Stacy, what's your last name?
Hurt, Hirte.
I can't put those. I can't not think of you as Stacy Shaw. And so when I see when I see your name, I always say Hurty because it's Stacy.
Yeah. I know.
How do you spell your first name? Is it EY or just Y?
E.
That's okay. Seeing you as Kim Mitchell just blows my mind. So
Who are you? I know, it's weird. All right.
same with Tanya. She's Wagner. She's not Alexander.
Oh no, she's always Tanya Wagner. Always Tanya Wagner cheerleader.
Yep.
It's so funny. I remember her from high school. I was a freshman when she was a senior. And I just remember always being like, she's so cool. Like, because she was always like so flippant, and not flippant, but just like matter of fact.
Yeah.
It just, like whatever. And I was like, gosh, she's so cool. How's she like that?
Oh, yeah.
She still is, but it's just funny. Like, yeah, high school, the opinions that you form in high school it's so funny, 30 whatever years later, looking back and going, gosh, it's just so funny. Yeah, I like that. All right. Well, you guys have a lovely evening, and thanks for coming. And
Thanks for hosting.
oh yeah, I'll see you guys soon. And Stacy, feel free to look at Heather and I's ads for our for the group and make it your own.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
Night, guys.